Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital's next 2 weeks, Michael's big ask for Jason, Drew's bold move, and Brennan surprises Carly. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, January 20th to January 31st, predict that there will be more enmity in Port Charles. The week of January 20th to 24th will begin with a preemption on Monday, January 20th, followed by brand new episodes packed with significant drama. Drew Quartermaine will accuse Tracy Quartermaine of kidnapping and pressure Anna Devane to file a formal case, so Anna will question her. Tracy's pretending she can't recall where Yuri took Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos will make Anna furious. Michael Corinthos will have to choose a treatment plan while at GH since he can be sent to Johns Hopkins or a posh institution in Germany. Michael may pick the latter choice because it provides the best possibility of a full recovery. Willow Corinthos will express guilt for how she previously handled things with Michael, but Drew will be there to offer support and pledge that they will resolve the matter with the children. Sunny Corinthos and Ava Jerome will argue over Avery Corinthos' safety. Sunny may believe Ava is attempting to use the penthouse explosion drama to gain custody, but Ava will explain she sincerely wants to safeguard their kid. Rick Lansing will find a way to win for Ava eventually, whether that includes Avery or something else. Back with Sunny, he may be apprehensive of the arrangements Jack Brennan has made for Michael. This could intensify the conflict between Sunny and Carly Spencer. Jason Morgan will strive to keep the peace, so he may persuade Sunny to accept Michael's decision if he wants to travel to Germany. At some point, Michael will have a request for Jason that will bring him closer to Sasha Gilmore Corbin. It appears that Michael may provide Jason with information on Sasha's pregnancy and encourage him to keep an eye out for her while he recovers elsewhere. On another note, Dante Falconeri and Lulu Spencer are preparing for a new yelling match. Fans will also watch Max Scorpio dish out some tough love to Cody Bell after his latest gaming mishap. Next, Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin will take a step closer to proving Cyrus Renault's guilt, which could put both of them in jeopardy. Christina Corinthos Davis has planned a special celebration at Charlie's. It'll be time for the restaurant's big reopening, so she'll throw a party there and let guests see the renovations. If Sunny attends the reopening, his cardiac troubles may flare up. It appears that both Isaiah Gannon and Natalia Ramirez will push Sunny to finally get evaluated at GH. Over with Lucas Jones, he'll have a critical conversation with Jocelyn Jacks. Jocelyn and Lucas will be exchanging information, so they may both become increasingly convinced that Cyrus is the source of all bad lately. Back with Brennan, he'll take Carly off guard. Could Brennan and Carly finally enjoy a long-awaited kiss, or will Cyrus drop hints instead? Elsewhere, Lulu will receive a tempting offering, so we'll see if this is about the search for Charlotte Cassadine or a job offer other than the one she applied for with deception. Other General Hospital spoilers indicate that Trina Robinson will return to meet Kai Taylor, who may have some awful news to impart. Something tells us Kai's MRI results may show that his shoulder injury is more severe than he imagined. Could this end Kai's football career before it even begins? Brooklyn may experience some challenging outcomes throughout the week of January 27th to 31st. Will Brooklyn discover that it will be tough to have a child with Harrison Chase due to anything in her blood work? That could make Brooklyn think more about the baby she gave up for adoption, especially if it was her only chance at having a child. Of course, Lois Cerullo appears to be aware that Giovanni Gio Palmieri is the child Brooklyn surrendered, but she intends to keep that information hidden for as long as possible. After Michael leaves for therapy, everyone will be left to deal with the fallout. Drew may decide to relocate to Washington with Scout Quartermaine once Willow's custody issues are addressed, and he may encourage Willow to do the same with her children. However, Alexis Davis has sworn to fight back if Drew attempts to remove Scout from Port Charles. Our projections suggest that if Drew and Alexis go too far, this might lead into another ugly custody battle. According to General Hospital spoilers, the following 2 weeks will be full of surprises and intense confrontations, so stay tuned. GH spoilers, is Drew the most horrible father, perhaps worse than Sunny? According to General Hospital spoilers, freshly elected Congressman Drew Quartermaine is the biological son of Alan and Susan Moore, as well as Monica Quartermaine's adoptive son. Drew is Jason Morgan's identical twin, and his genealogy suggests Mischief is his middle name. Cameron debuted as the role in 2021, and fans have had a love-hate relationship ever since. Today we question if Drew is the worst father in Port Charles. General Hospital spoilers: is Drew Kane the worst dad? Drew is a lightning rod these days, owing primarily to his affair with Willow Tate, which has rendered his brain useless. His affair and new position as a congressman are taking time away from his daughter Scout Quartermaine, and many fans are outraged. GH spoilers: Drew Kai is raising Scout. Scout's mother, Sam McCall, died, and Drew is now responsible for raising her. She was living in the Q mansion with friends and family, including children her age. However, due to Drew's unpleasant personal life, he moved, and they are currently living in a hotel. Scout was seen interacting with Danny Morgan and Rocco, but she has since vanished. What is she up to, and who is looking after her? General Hospital spoilers: Grandma's grievance. Scout's grandmother, Alexis Davis, is attempting to look out for her and has persuaded Drew that Scout should stay with her brothers and be nurtured by Dante Falconeri, who was with Sam when she died as Sam would have desired. Alexis then informed Drew that Scout may move in with her. Because Alexis' children, Molly Davis and Christina Corinthos, are so well adjusted. GH spoilers: what about Scout's wishes? Drew declined all of Alexis' suggestions since he prefers to spend time with his kid. But is he truly capable of caring for a grieving child? He has spent days by Willow's side as she fights for her own children. Who looks after Scout, and why is Drew not as protective of her as he is of Willow and her children? Tell us, GH fans, do you believe Drew has become the worst father in Port Charles? What do you think he should do with Scout's living arrangements? GH spoilers weekly update: January 20th to 24th, Lulu tempted, Willow's regret, Liz's insight, and Laura's threat. The General Hospital spoilers for the week of January 20th, 2025 are here. Fans may look forward to Lulu Spencer receiving an enticing offer next week. Willow Tate Corinthos expressed regret. Elizabeth Liz Baldwin and Lucky Spencer get insights. Laura Collins learns of a potential threat. General Hospital spoilers: Monday, January 20th, preemption. GH spoilers state that there will be no new episode on Monday, January 20th, 2025. This is due to coverage of the presidential inauguration in the United States. Don't worry, though, a new episode will premiere on Tuesday, January 21st. GH spoilers: Tuesday, January 21st, Willow will likely express her apologies on Tuesday's episode. Willow, on the other hand, appears to continue to gravitate toward Drew Kane Quartermaine. Willow allows Carly Spencer and Sonny Corinthos to see Michael Corinthos, but then flips out. Drew worries about losing her children even as she takes Willow's hand. Meanwhile, Ava Jerome makes a passionate appeal to Sonny about their daughter. Carly expresses gratitude to Jack Brennan. Tracy Quartermaine confronts Anna Devane. Sasha Gilmore Corbin also provides an update to Maxie Jones. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, January 22nd show that Liz and Lucky receive some insight. Isaiah Gannon pressures Sonny. Jason Morgan tries to be a mediator. Lulu battles Dante Falconeri. Christina Corinthos Davis also hosts the reopening of Charlie's. However, with Sonny as a target, is Christina in danger? GH spoilers: Thursday, January 23rd, Rick Lansing comes through for Ava. Lucas Jones and Jocelyn Jacks trade notes. Laura identifies a potential threat. Natalia Ramirez eventually gets through to Sonny. It appears that Sonny will finally treat his heart problem seriously. Furthermore, Max Scorpio gives Cody Bell some tough love. Will it prevent Cody from slipping into the gambling trap again? General Hospital spoilers: Friday, January 24th, Tracy Quartermaine's law. On Friday, January 24th, Tracy sets the law. Brennan has a surprise for Carly. Nina Reeves encourages Willow. Lulu gets an intriguing offer. Is this deception or another type of opportunity? At the hospital, Trina Robinson pays Kai Taylor a visit. Which narrative are you most looking forward to witnessing for the week of January 20th, 2025? Drew's fall from grace was both unexpected and sudden. He was once beloved for his sense of honor and dedication, but he had become a shell of his former self, clever, deceptive, and unrepentant in his machinations. Many in Port Charles were taken aback by the transformation, with some suspecting that his stay in Pentonville had fundamentally affected him. Curtis Ashford was the first to call Drew out, engaging him in a heated exchange at the Savoy. "Drew, you have become everything you used to dislike. Whatever code you used to live by is now gone." Drew dismissed Curtis' claims, his sneer more aggravating than any words could be. "You simply don't understand, Curtis. I'm doing what's necessary for everyone." But Curtis wasn't the only one who noticed Drew's moral degradation. Others distanced themselves from Drew, leaving him increasingly lonely. Many people in Port Charles realized that solitude was dangerous. The suspect list grows. Suspect 1, Nina Reeves. Nina's rage toward Drew was no secret. The news of his involvement with her daughter, Willow Corinthos, was a crushing blow. To make matters worse, Nina discovered Drew was exploiting her for his personal advantage, using their connection to advance his political goals. Nina's history was difficult. Longtime Port Charles locals recalled her darkest days, when she pretended to be paralyzed, kidnapped Ava Jerome's newborn, and fled to Canada. Though Nina appeared to have repented, there was no disputing her proclivity for extreme behavior when pushed to her limits. Nina confronted Drew in a heated exchange at Crimson, her voice shaking with wrath. "You have twisted everyone around you, even my daughter. Drew, you are not a hero, you are a parasite." Drew's callous reaction had only increased her rage. "Nina, get over it. You were only a stepping stone, and you knew it." Nina's betrayal was personal, and her motivation was obvious as day. Suspect 2, Carly Spencer. If there was anyone who matched Nina's hatred for Drew, it was Carly Spencer. Drew's affair with Willow was a betrayal of the entire family, not just Michael Corinthos. Carly had always been passionately protective of her children, and Drew's actions had jeopardized the stability of their already chaotic lives. The tipping point came when Michael was hospitalized after nearly dying from digitalis overdose. Drew's callous disregard to Carly's demands for access to her son had driven her to the brink. "Do you think you can play God with my family, Drew? You'll regret ever crossing me," Carly growled during a fight at the Quartermain house. Carly's strong temper and a habit of putting problems into her own hands made her a likely suspect. Suspect 3, Jason Morgan. Jason Morgan's connection with Drew has always been difficult. Despite sharing the same experiences due to an unexpected twist of fate, they were polar opposites in personality. Drew's previous conduct has irreparably damaged his relationship with Jason. Jason was furious after Michael told him about Drew's betrayal. One night at Pier 55, Jason confronted Drew with a chilly and measured voice. "Drew, you've crossed too many lines. Stay away from my family, or you'll face penalties." Though Jason was known for his caution, the citizens of Port Charles knew he was not afraid to confront threats when necessary. And, with his own daughter, Scout, entangled in Drew's predicament, his motivation was intensely personal. Suspect number 4, Willow Corinthos. Willow's motivation was possibly the most heartbreaking of all the possible suspects. She had been fooled by Drew's charm but had gradually come to see the truth, which crushed her. The whispers of his affair with Nina, along with his controlling control over her life, had destroyed the facade of their love. Willow's breaking point occurred during an altercation on the Quartermain estate. "I trusted you, Drew. I believe in you. And all you've done is use me." Drew's response was chilly. "You are just as much to blame, Willow. Don't pretend you're innocent in all of this." Drew's treachery was the tipping point for a woman who had already been through so much suffering and loss. It wasn't hard to imagine her snapping in a moment of despair. The stage is set. As emotions rose, Drew realized he had made far too many enemies to count. From furious lovers to betrayed friends and family, the number of individuals who wanted him gone was startling. When Drew was discovered lifeless in a secluded area of Port Charles, the town was thrown into panic. Detectives Jordan Ashford and Dante Falconeri had an uphill struggle, with a suspect list longer than any case they had ever handled. Motive, opportunity, and pure rage had spun a web of intrigue that would take weeks, if not months, to untangle. The aftermath. Drew's death had a lasting impact on Port Charles. Secrets were revealed, alliances were strained, and the truth about his conduct became clear. But, as the case progressed, one question remained unanswered: who had been pushed so far that they felt compelled to act? Weekly General Hospital recap January 13th to 17th, Michael's big decision, Trina, and Kai's chemistry. Last week on GH, Willow, Carly, and Sunny talked about Michael's future actions. A game-changing injury also concerned Trina and caused significant financial damage to Cody's bank account. There were deadly decisions and grave debt in Port Charles, and the General Hospital recap for January 13th to 17th, 2025, covers the entire drama. What happened in Port Charles? It was a difficult week for the Corinthos family while the Quartermains grew apart. Willow attempted to regain custody of her children on Monday, January 13, 2025, by using her rights as Michael's proxy. Nina approached Sunny in an attempt to reach a compromise, while Carly instantly understood Drew was responsible for Willow's conduct. Sunny eventually realized that the children needed their mother and allowed Willow to have them back so they could concentrate on their son, who was on the edge of a heart attack. Isaiah took a chance and administered Michael's with a drug that counteracts digitalis, which helped to stabilize him. Elsewhere, Trina joined Stella for a yoga lesson when she discovered Stella had made good friends with Kai in their class. Stella later paid Tracy a visit and spoke openly about her grief over baby Irene. Tracy then admitted that she was concerned about Monica. Tuesday, January 14, 2025, Lucky attempted to acquire information about Cyrus from someone the former drug lord volunteers with, but Jocelyn overheard and the two exchanged information about Cyrus. Joss told him about Cyrus' bell ringing, and Lucky presented his findings to Elizabeth and Lucas, who concluded that Cyrus was responsible for all of the deaths at GH. Meanwhile, Jocelyn arrived at the PCPD and asked Anna to arrest Cyrus for Dex's stabbing. Lulu asked Tracy for help finding her daughter, but their chat was cut short when Martin mentioned Willow's new arrangement with the kids. Tracy refused to let the children go with Willow, so Sasha went straight to the gatehouse and confronted her. Dante returned from Prague to comfort his father, while Jason recommended Carly send Michael to the facility that healed Ava's burns. Felicia interrupted with surprising news: they had been prohibited from Michael's room. Lucky and Elizabeth chose to have supper at the Port Charles Grill on Wednesday, January 15, 2025, with the hopes of learning more about their waiter, Cyrus. However, their plans changed when Cyrus was brought into the PCPD on Anna's orders. She questioned him about the night of Dex's stabbing, but when she let him go, Jocelyn exploded, demanding Cyrus' arrest for his acts and unwittingly tipping him off. After Sunny tried to persuade Tracy to let Willow take the kids, Jason appeared and tried his hand. However, Tracy mentioned how much it would hurt Monica's heart. Jason couldn't bring himself to defy his mother, so Sunny stormed out and had another AFib episode before leaving. Carly asked Brennan for help getting Michael into the facility that cured Ava. Although the clinic no longer existed, one of its doctors was now in a hospital in Germany, and Carly implored him for assistance. Drew spoke with Alexis about his daughter's future now that the Qs had disowned him. Alexis proposed her move in with her, but Drew instantly declined. The throng gathered at the Brown Dog to witness the PCU game, including Cody, who staked his entire $50,000 on Drew's triumph. Trina and Gio were also present when Emma came and began flirting with Gio, while Trina rooted for Kai. When Kai was injured, Trina felt concerned. And PCU lost the game, putting Cody in debt to Selena. Thursday, January 16, 2025, at the gallery, Trina admitted to Ava that she was worried about Kai after his injury. Stella paid him a visit in the hospital. While his injuries was only a dislocated shoulder, Trina soon appeared to check on him, and the two became close. Curtis and Alexis met at an AA meeting, and Alexis told him about Drew's recent transgressions, before admitting she'll fight him for her granddaughter if necessary. Meanwhile, in the stables, Dante complained to Cody about Lulu's behavior in Prague. Cody observed that Dante always fell for females like her, recalling his summer camp romance with Brooklyn. Their talk was cut short when Selena paid an unexpected visit, which worried Dante. Inside the mansion, Carly confronted Tracy about the children, and Tracy lashed against her for ruining the family. Chase was seen at GH, followed by Brooke Lynn, who was told by the doctor that her previous pregnancy would not interfere with her capacity to have another one. Willow rejected Nina's idea that Michael's parents be allowed access to the burn unit. She then told Chase about her previous actions, and he pushed her to talk to Carly. Jordan defused a heated situation between Cody and Drew at the Port Charles Grill on Friday, January 17, 2025. She then confronted Drew about what he had done to Curtis. Chase confronted Tracy at the Q Mansion for refusing to let Willow have children. Brooke Lynn met Lulu while she was applying for a job at Deception. Maxie arrived to discover the two arguing and eventually informed Lulu that her employment will be as Brooke Lynn's assistant. Meanwhile, Brooke Lynn returned home to mediate between her husband and Tracy. Later, Martin and Drew teamed up and arrived at the estate with a court order for the children. When Tracy resisted, Drew arrested her. Sidwell came to Ava's gallery looking for art for his new home, which was originally hers. After making a transaction, Rick quickly accepted Ava's check, still awaiting payment for his services as her attorney. Willow promised Carly and Sonny at GH that they could help care for Michael. Portia informed Michael of a hospital where he could undergo therapy, but Carly revealed that Brennan had already secured a space for him in Germany. As Willow and Carly clashed, Sonny thought it should be Michael's decision. They awakened him up, and Carly went in to inform him that, despite his tremendous discomfort, he needed to make a decision. Michael Corinthos' near brush with death has devastated his family. Who is the culprit? A deadly dose of digitalis was administered with malevolent intent. While Isaiah Gannon's rapid efforts spared Michael's life, the threat of danger loomed high. Cyrus Renault, the perpetrator of this and other horrible acts, continued to evade capture, leaving a trail of havoc in his wake. Isaiah, a perceptive newcomer to Port Charles, had started to put together the puzzle. Felicia Scorpio's account of events, which included Cyrus's bell stopping to ring at the same time Dex Heller was attacked, fanned suspicions. Though Isaiah lacked specific evidence, his intuition told him Cyrus' hands were not clean. Sonny Corinthos, target and tactician. As the evidence against Cyrus grew, Sonny Corinthos had a new and personal challenge, a developing heart issue that threatened to slow him down. In classic Sonny manner, however, he saw his vulnerability as an opportunity rather than a weakness. During a late-night talk with Isaiah in the Corinthos kitchen, Sonny shared his proposal. If Cyrus thinks I'm weak, he'll come for me, Sonny stated calmly but firmly. He will be unable to resist. That's when we catch him. Isaiah lifted an eyebrow, his skepticism apparent. Are you saying we use you as bait? That's a dangerous game, Sonny. Sonny gave a slight but confident smirk. Danger is what I do best, kid. Besides, I will not be alone. That is where you come in. Set up a perfect trap. The approach was simple in theory but loaded with danger. Sonny would allow himself to be admitted to General Hospital under the premise of needing urgent heart care. His presence might entice Cyrus to make a move, believing Sonny to be helpless. Meanwhile, Isaiah, Anna Devane, and the PCPD would lie in wait, ready to spring the trap. The preparation was rigorous. Isaiah collaborated closely with Anna, studying hospital surveillance footage and communicating with medical workers. Every detail had to be precise, from placing hidden cameras in Sonny's hospital room to ensuring that medical personnel were on call in case something went wrong. During a brainstorming session, Anna, the seasoned investigator, advised prudence. Cyrus isn't just cunning, he's ruthless, she warned. If he detects even a hint of a setup, he'll vanish like smoke. And the following time, he will not miss. The moment of truth. The day of the procedure came, and the tension was evident. Sonny was admitted to General Hospital, and his manner accurately reflected a guy weakened by his illness. As he lay on the hospital bed, hooked up to monitors and 4 lines, the room became charged. In the shadows, Isaiah and Anna watched the live stream from the cameras, their gaze fixed on the screen. Come on, Cyrus, Isaiah said under his breath. Take the bait. Hours passed without any trace of the elusive culprit. Just as suspicions began to arise, the door to Sunny's room cracked open. Cyrus Renaud entered, his demeanor a blend of arrogance and hate. He was holding a little bottle of Digitalis. The Sting. Cyrus approached Sunny's bed with a hushed whisper. You have been a thorn in my side for far too long, Corinthos. It is time to get rid of you for good. Sunny stayed motionless with his eyes closed, simulating oblivion. Cyrus reached for the foreline and prepared to inject the poison. Cyrus, drop it! Anna's voice boomed out as she rushed into the room, revolver drawn. Isaiah came closely after, his commanding presence barring the exit. Game's over, Renaud. Cyrus froze for a few while, his gaze shifting between Anna and Isaiah. Then he laughed bitterly and dropped the vial to the floor. Well played, he smirked as handcuffs tightened around his wrists. Aftermath, victory and reflection. With Cyrus in arrest, the people of Port Charles sighed a collective sigh of relief. The hospital resumed its normal routine, while recollections of the incident persisted. Sunny, despite his role as bait, came out of the incident with his reputation as a protector intact. He expressed gratitude to Isaiah over coffee at Kelly's. You did good, kid, Sunny said, slapping him on the shoulder. Isaiah grinned. Let's just hope we don't have to do it again anytime soon. Daytime soaps were preempted on Monday. Breaking news coverage can disrupt the daytime network schedule, but it is also prepared ahead of time so soap fans are aware that their favorite episodes will not be airing. Naturally, network news coverage of the presidential inauguration on Monday, January 20th, will preempt The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, and General Hospital. Because this is a nationwide preemption, no new episodes of YNR, BNB, or GH will air on Monday afternoon. Fans should avoid attempting to stream those shows later on CBS.com, Paramount+, ABC.com, or Hulu because there will be no new episodes to stream. The drama will resume on Tuesday, January 21st, exactly where it left off on Friday, so you will not have missed anything. Of course, Days of Our Lives fans may expect a fresh episode on Monday because the soap is no longer affected by changes in broadcast network schedules. There's plenty of drama to watch as EJ plots a risky scheme, Leo solves the mystery, and Chanel and Johnny are still reeling from their divorce. As always, if you record your favorite soap operas to watch later on your DVR, please double-check your recording schedules for Tuesday, January 21st, because preemptions might cause issues that result in episodes not recording as scheduled. And we don't want anyone to miss a single episode of their favorite serial. Nancy Lee Grahn, a General Hospital star, is making references to Satan. She simply knows how to utilize her words, doesn't she? Of course, we're talking about General Hospital's Nancy Lee Grahn, who is supposedly suddenly making references to Satan. No, we're not making this up. Nancy Lee Grahn, a General Hospital star, is making references to Satan. Nancy, who left X, previously Twitter, in November because to Elon Musk's relationship with Donald Trump, turned to her Threads account to write. It appears that Trump will relocate his Satan convention to a much smaller location inside due to the ludicrous optics of no one turning up outside. His wig is weather resistant, so there is no worry of it freezing. However, dread of being publicly despised is a powerful motivator for the pathologically disturbed felon. Yikes! However, this isn't the first time Nancy has drawn criticism for some of the questionable things she has written on social media regarding Donald Trump and the status of the country. General Hospital News, is NLG going too far with her comments? Earlier this month, she said on her Facebook page, California is the fifth largest economy in the world, giving more than any other state to red states that, due to massive deficiencies in almost all areas, require our assistance. She went on, our tax dollars keep them afloat, and they couldn't survive without them. So stupid people in red states should keep their foolish remarks about California to themselves and be grateful we exist. If that wasn't enough, Nancy provoked outrage when she made an absurd statement regarding the wildfires. She stated on Threads, the devastation is immeasurable, and the terror and confusion over what to do or where to go is beyond comprehension. The next president's vile, petty, ugly, and heartless statements about a historic calamity are beyond forgiveness. America, you will regret voting for this pig. That is the sole certainty in all of this. General Hospital teasers for next week include Carly receiving news, Sunny's health deteriorating, and more. General Hospital spoilers for next week's episodes of the popular ABC soap tease leftover sentiments, complicating issues. The February sweeps are approaching, and Port Charles will see significant changes as a result. Michael leaves the drama when the actor takes time off to deal with family matters, including his father's death. Willow's situation is difficult, especially as Drew makes moves on her behalf. Questions surround who planted the device in Sunny's apartment, causing tension for the mob boss, who is struggling with not only Michael's grave injury but also his own health issues. Here's what's going on this week at General Hospital. Brennan comes through for Carly. Brennan adores Carly and has earned her favor. General facility spoilers hint that Carly will be grateful to Brennan, which leads us to believe he may have discovered a top-tier facility where Michael may recuperate from the fire. Later in the week, he'll catch her off guard, but is it a good thing or bad? Sunny continues to feel poorly. Something is wrong with him, but he refuses to get himself checked out properly. Isaiah asks the mob boss for answers, but he refuses to tell the doctor anything else. Natalia hasn't seen much of Sunny, so when Maxie warns her that being in his circle is perilous, will she take it seriously? The answer is no. However, Natalia may be the only one who can persuade Sunny to get checked out once he develops additional chest problems. More Port Charles news. General Hospital will only air 4 new episodes next week because Monday's show is preempted due to the inauguration. The walls are closing in on Cyrus as Joss and Lucas swap notes. She is positive Cyrus is the one who stabbed Dex, and he agrees. Lucky aspires to be Elizabeth's knight in shining armor, and they'll get closer to the truth next week. She was not the one who poisoned the victims at General Hospital, as we had suspected all along. Jason takes on a new position as a mediator, but how long will he be in the middle before he gets bored of it? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.